When you're ready.
All right, I'd like to welcome everyone to the November 9th, 2023 meeting of the Delaware County Board of Commissioners. Would you please rise and join me in the pledge? I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. I'm Jeff Benton, President of the Board this year. To my left is Vice President, fellow Commissioner Gary Merrill. To my right is fellow Commissioner Barb Lewis, and our Administrator, Tracy Davies. Our Deputy Administrator, Dawn Houston, is here today. Our clerks, Brandy Wilson and Jennifer Walraven. We can begin.
Resolution number 23-954, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held November 6, 2023.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 23-954. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 23-955, in the matter of approving purchase orders, then and now certificates, and payments of warrants in batch number CM APR 1108, and memo transfers in batch number MT APR 1108.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 23-955. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-956, in the matter of approving travel expense request.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 23-956. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-957, in the matter of accepting for consideration amendments to the petition for the McAllister number 574 watershed drainage improvement petition.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 23-957. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-958, in the matter of recognizing November 2023 as Adoption Recognition and Recruitment Month in Delaware County.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion, welcome, Lynn.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
If you could identify yourself since we're
Oh,
recording it.
Sure. Lynn Stacy from the Department of Job and Family Services.
Great.
We're here every May for Foster Care Appreciation Month and November for Adoption a month. And this year's theme is Empowering Youth, Finding Points of Connection. We're very lucky in Delaware County. We've had 4 adoptions thus far this year. We have 1 slated for November 22nd and 2 pending dates, potentially for 2 more children coming in December. So we keep moving kids along. We have 7 currently in permanent custody, and all but one of those kids have been matched with their adoptive families. He's a challenging child. He's 17 years of age and has severe autism, but we're pushing forward and using Wendy's Wonderful Kids to help find a permanent family for him. We're also lucky in that we only have 30 children in custody, in permanent custody or temporary custody, who are in foster homes, residential, or treatment foster homes. We have 1 youth who is about to be adopted, and we brought him today. I decided we needed to have a youth speak instead of our adoptive parents because their story is the same. This young man has been with us since he was 3 years of age, so he has been through a lot. He was very angry when he came into custody. He had a lot of trauma that he sustained. He went through lots of bouts of placement moves. At one point in time, charges were filed in another county. He had to go to the Juvenile Justice Center, be fingerprinted. That pretty much made a turning point for him. But he finally got it to click in his head that, the old ways of doing things just weren't working. And every time we had to find a placement, Scott and I looked at each other like, well, we've used every placement that we have a contract with. Now we have to find someplace new, and is it going to be a good fit for him? So I wanted to bring Hayden up. He is our young man who will be adopted in a couple of weeks. And Scott, come on up and you can, we have some questions to ask Hayden, and then if he wants to share anything with all of you, we would like him to do so.
Welcome, Hayden.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome.
It's nice to meet everybody.
Have you been in agency custody for a long time?
Yes,
How long have you been in custody?
14 years.
If you could just introduce everybody again, because we're recording things.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm Scott Rickle with Job and Family Services, and this is Hayden Keaton.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Have you, grown attached to anybody while you were in placement?
Yes,
And have you been, do you keep in connections with them today?
some of them, yes.
Did we talk about some of them?
Yeah, I guess.
You had a foster parent that you were very attached to who was in Columbus.
I don't remember this.
No? Okay.
Mr. Larry?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you talk about Mr. Larry for a bit?
Oh yeah, he was a very nice guy, and I was just at the point in my life where I was just angry at the world, and I hated everything and everybody. And he had something happen with his family member, I think, and he had to take somebody in, and he couldn't afford and keep me in his household. So yeah, unfortunately, I had to leave.
Anyone else you stay in touch with?
A couple people from the group home I was at in Cleveland, they were pretty nice.
Do you feel like you missed out on childhood activities?
No, not really.
What kind of activities did you get to do in placement?
I went to Disney World. I actually went to Cedar Point for the first time this summer. I went to Mammoth Caves. That's all the way up in Kentucky. I also went to Myrtle Beach. I think that's in North Carolina, if not wrong. Yeah, I think I've done some pretty fun stuff.
What was the hardest thing about moving from place to place?
Adjusting and getting used to their lifestyle, and their rules are different than other places, and just basically it's
How did you adapt to new places, schools?
I got in trouble a lot, so it took me a while to adapt, but I'm doing better now than I was a couple years ago.
Was counseling helpful for you?
No,
And why was it not helpful?
because I really didn't want to talk about my past with anybody.
You found your forever family, so what does that feel like?
Happy and excited, kind of nervous.
And how did you get the bond? What was a turning point, getting you the bond?
I was just staying there for a while, and eventually the bond grew stronger, and yeah, now we consider each other family.
Did you tell us that if you had to move from your adoptive home, you would refuse to do so?
Yeah,
How come?
because there's not too many places I know where you can move to find a better family than that.
What words of wisdom could you give another youth that's in the same circumstance?
You may feel like there's no one out there that will care about you and all that, but there's someone out there that will care, so just don't give up. Keep your head up always.
How could the agency have supported you any better?
I got in a lot of trouble, so I think that y'all did an amazing job, so I don't think I could have done any better.
Were you terrified when then Chief Probation Officer Dave came up and had some handcuffs that he sat on the table for you?
Yes, I was.
Yeah. Did that make an impression?
Yes, it did.
But the event in Cleveland really made an impression when you got fingerprinted, right?
Yes, it did.
Anything else you want to tell everybody?
No, I don't think so. It was nice meeting everybody, by the way.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Are you in school, Hayden, right now?
Yeah, come,
Yeah,
Come on back up
could
to the
you come
microphone.
back? Yeah, just wondered, school-wise.
I go to EHOVI, which is a trade school. I'm in a program called Criminal Justice. It's teaches how to be future law enforcement in
Wow.
circumstances.
Oh, that's great. Gosh.
When will you graduate from there?
2025, it's a 2-year program.
Okay.
so are you 17 now, or,
Yeah,
and so you're a junior, basically?
yeah, I'm a junior.
School year?
Yeah.
I just want to say, very impressed that you willing to come here and share your story. And I think it means a lot. And we take this very serious in our county, and individuals like you turning your lives around really makes us happy. And you said you've been in trouble. And as long as you learn from those situations, it makes you a better person. And it means that down the road, you may be able to help somebody else who has similar issues or trouble. And you said you're in a trade school, you want to get into law enforcement?
Yeah.
So I think that's fantastic, and I think you've got a great future in front of you if you just help the people around you who want to help you. Will be there to help you if you're willing to help yourself, and God bless you.
Thank you.
And I think too, Hayden, people are gonna pay more attention to you because you've gone through and overcome so many obstacles. And if they're in a bad spot at the time, then you say, okay, you know, you're talking from a point of knowing what's happened in your life. And that's gonna be really effective in helping people. And thank you for coming in. It's nobody likes to come in and talk to the commissioners.
These three strangers up here.
Yeah.
Right,
We
right.
did have Hayden a few years ago mentor a younger youth. You want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah, Jordan.
How
Yeah.
did you help Jordan?
I just told him that the way he was acting, it wasn't really going to get him anywhere in life because I've acted out like that.
Yeah.
Voice of experience.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to say, I didn't make Cedar Point this year, so I'm envious of you for that. And I've never been to Mammoth Cave, which I've always intended to go, so you're two ahead of me in those areas.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Well,
beautiful.
It
It
is.
is.
I've been
Yeah.
to Mammoth.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have been?
got
Yeah,
family from down there. Yeah, yeah, it really is.
He also went zip lining. There was like and there was
Oh.
like an obstacle course. They're like 200 feet, so you had to wear a harness.
Oh,
and it was like,
really?
it was like a big wipeout course.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. I must have.
It was in the
yeah.
middle of nowhere. We were just driving and it looked fun, so we were like, can we do this? And we went and did it.
Oh, my gosh, neat. Well, thank you so much for coming. God bless.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Congratulations, Hayden.
Yeah.
Glad to see a,
Yeah.
happy step forward in your life, permanence established. It's great to see. And Lynn, thank you. You and your team,
Yes.
do outstanding work taking care of. Fortunately, we don't have the number of youth that many counties have, but we do have 30, and that's 30 too many, and you guys do an outstanding job of trying to get them into permanent homes, and that's great.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. All right, well, we do have a resolution of support and, recognition of your accomplishments. Jennifer, we do need to take a vote, though.
Vote on motion 23-958. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
All right. Do you want to get a picture, Lynn, with everybody?
Jamie's here. She can. Get right in there. Hang on, shake it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, Jennifer.
Item number 7, resolution number 23-958, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation and a transfer of funds for Job and Family Services.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm Jennifer Wattenshade, the Business Administrator with Job and Family Services. This first resolution is just to transfer our regular quarterly administrative costs from our RMS expenses. It's something we have to do regularly, so.
Okay. Any questions, comments? Vote, please, Jennifer.
Vote on motion 23-959. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Resolution number 23-960, in the matter of approving a memorandum of understanding for the Delaware County Department of Job and Family Services for the local workforce Area 7 Workforce Development System.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
So this MOU is so that we can perform workforce board services. They provide us with our funding to support our workforce program. We have our Ohio Means Job Center, where individuals can come, they can get assistance looking for jobs, they can talk to our counselors, we can pair them up with on-the-job trainings and a wide variety of schoolings. We can help point them in the right direction for dropout recovery or dropout prevention services, things like that. So we have a lot of programs that really help to benefit our local government, our local economy. And we also work with a variety of different businesses in the area, and we help to provide funding for training so that they can retain some of their employees, so that if they wouldn't have been able to afford to pay for these trainings that they needed, they would have had to been let go, or they'd be understaffed, and, so we like to help wherever we can.
That's great.
Yeah, how long have we been doing this Workforce Innovation Act with Area 7? It's been a number of years, I know.
Well, I have been here for 4 years, and I know it's been way before my time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, this is certainly an important area.
Yes.
Just about every county in the state is struggling with finding,
Oh, yeah.
qualified employees, so training programs and efforts like this are really helpful. So it's good that you're on top of it. Comments, questions? Jennifer, vote please.
Vote on motion 23-960. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Commissioners.
Thank you.
Resolution number 23-961, in the matter of approving a transfer of funds.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion.
Morning, Commissioners. Justin Navi, Director of Finance. This request would authorize the quarterly transfer of casino tax receipts to the Capital Acquisition Fund. These monies are used to finance the Bixby campus project.
Okay. We do this every quarter. Jennifer, vote.
Vote on motion 23-961. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Justin.
That brings us to administrator reports.
Good morning, Commissioners. Tracy Davies, County Administrator. Had a good meeting with the Finance Authority last night, and just a reminder to everyone, we will continue our budget hearings this afternoon with the Sheriff's Office at 3. We have not rescheduled yet the Engineer's Office, so more information to come on that.
Okay. Those are the only two that are left at this point?
Yes, and we may have a different recommendation for the Engineer's Office, given the circumstances.
Okay. Dawn?
Nothing, thank you.
Okay. Commissioner Merrill?
I was at the Sunbury Annual Dinner last night, the Chamber, at the Rattlesnake Ridge Golf Course, I believe it's called, and I've never been there before. It was quite a nice facility, and it was extremely well attended. And as I think many of you may know, I work the elections on Tuesday, and I can never say it enough, the quality of people that are willing to spend their day, excluding me, of course, I'm not including me in that statement.
A long day.
It's a long day. The day before you go in, and it takes about an hour and a half to set up. And then that morning, you get there at 5:30. I feel like I'm talking people out of doing it, but I'll try to change that as I go through this. But you get up and you get there about 5:30, and I work at the Press Church in Powell. And the people that are in the leadership roles, in our case, Bill and Sherry do a fantastic job of keeping everybody on pace, and we balanced the first time. And that's always a good thing because it gets you out there a little quicker as you put everything away. But the quality of the people, I don't care whether you're Republican or Democrat, we work really, really well together. And I think most people would tell you after it's all done, they feel really good about having done it and having served. But you do have questions during the day, why am I doing this? But I can't say it enough. We need good people to do it. And it's great that we have a county full of good people who are willing to do it. So my kudos to everyone that was involved on that day. And,
What did you think of the turnout?
it slowed down about 6:30. I think because of the time change, it was dark and people voted before it got dark, because we're open until 7:30. Other than maybe about 15, 20 minutes in the morning, it was constant. It was steady. We would have lines to the doors, which probably 20, 30 people, but we worked through those lines, but it was constant, consistent, which worked out great. You didn't have long lines at any given time, but you were busy all day. So, thank you to everybody involved, and I'm sure you're probably going to mention as well, the Veterans Breakfast is Saturday, and look forward to attending that as well.
Yep, it's always a good one. Commissioner Lewis?
Well, Genoa was also very busy, and went to our EMA meeting, and let's see, actually, we approved the budget. So that was a big deal. And they're doing a great job, emergency management. I mean, they've got a lot of hard work that they have accomplished, really moved emergency management along. So that's it.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, I was going to mention the Veterans Breakfast up at the fairgrounds this Saturday morning. Always good. Very well attended. I'll have the good fortune of handing out a couple of the awards to some of the veterans. Finance Authority meeting, well, you mentioned that, so I think that was about all I had on my list. Jennifer, let's do executive session.
All right, resolution number 23-962, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of employment of a public employee or a public official, and to consider the purchase of property for public purposes.
So moved.
Second?
Discussion, vote.
Vote on motion 23-962. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Hi.
All right, we're now in executive session.
Thank you.